Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be planning the week of July 1st to the 7th in my memory planner, and we're finally in the second half of the year, which is crazy to think about. So pretty much I'll be using ScribblePrintsCo's Mario kit. This is the first version, which is like the standard or like the regular rainbow colors. Sorry, I was like, there's like noise outside and I was like, what the heck is that? It's just an ambulance. Anyway, so you have your tall box freebie, which you have Mario, and then your full boxes and all of the sheets. And then for the bottom washi, since it's a blank box, I did make a full box overlay that says Super Mario. So yeah. Anyway, and then I paired this with sparkly red, I believe, star foil bundle. So this, I believe, is version 1, and I believe she came out with version 2 now. So you pretty much have your overlays, your underlays, your scripts and icons, which I already pulled some for the scripts or the day by day. So yeah, and then your bottom washi, which I forgot to say. So I will speed through putting down the base.
All alone on the internet, but you don't seem to forget about yourself. About the trees and the seas, how it's all connected. The flowers and the birds and leaves, the northern lights, yeah, we're all affected.
So I laid down the base and I did not leave enough space, so that is why my extenders are slightly popping up, but over time it will flatten out. So anyway, so I already pulled everything in my sticker book. So starting off on Monday and zooming in just a smidge, on Monday I published my Plan With Me, and then it was my dad's birthday, and then I got paid from my shop, and then after that, oops, I did some planning time, and then I watched House of the Dragon and trying to gauge how much space I have. So okay, I have plenty, so I can lower this slightly. Okay, so House of the dragon. And then I actually went to go to my college that I graduated from. There's a term for it. I can never pronounce it. So anyway, so I went to go visit my friend. She still works there as a college assistant until she finds a full-time job. And she's still, I believe she's taking grad classes. So I went to go visit her, but I also had to pay tuition for my brother. I could have just let it go to collections and teach him a lesson, but I chose to be a good sister and paid his tuition. So that just means he owes me money, which it is what it is. So I went to go pay that, and then I found out something. So yeah, I'll just leave it as that. And then I designed when I came home, and then I got my SPC mystery. So that was a Monday. On to Tuesday. Oops, I totally forgot my month script. And then for Tuesday, so Tuesday I read my book in the morning. Then I print and cut stickers. And I'll be honest, the patterns were, I like patterns that aren't directional, so I can flop them. So it was very hard for me to use little things if I wanted to use the pattern ones. So yeah. But also I realized I think there was I don't know, something went wrong with the little things. So I don't know. So the yellow and the blue has a glitter header strip, but the green and the red don't. I don't know if that's intentional or by mistake. So I don't know. It was just like, oh, there is no glitter header, and that's why I was like, how do I know which side is which? When I was looking at the red one, especially, like the solid, like the ones with the solid color was like, I can tell because it has like a a white offset for it. But then for this, like the first strip, it was very difficult for me to like, where is the flip-flop on that? But it is what it is. So I already pulled the stickers and I'm totally fine using them. Anyway, so hold on, this way. I was like, which way does it go? Okay, my mom is trying to scare me. So anyway, and I have dog hair in my mouth. My goodness, excuse me. So after that, I print and cut stickers, and then printed planners, which I was working on orders, and then after that, I designed, and then dropped off packages to the post office, and then got my Caress Press mystery kit, and that was Tuesday. Oh, I didn't even realize that the days of the week are rainbow order. Interesting. Wow. Anyway, so after that, I print and cut stickers. Or no, what? No, I didn't. On Wednesday, my mom had her first follow-up appointment post-surgery. So we and it was crazy. We had the appointment at 9, but we didn't go in until like 9:45, and then it was 2 hours long, and I'm like, geez Louise. Why the heck you tell us to come in so early, but then you don't call us in until 45 minutes later? It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. So apparently the clinic only had 3 like patient rooms, so that's why. And it was just like, what the heck? So you schedule everyone at 9 a.m. It doesn't work out well at the end. Anyway, so after that, so we got Dunkin' for breakfast, and then went to the hospital where her surgery was, and then, oh shoot, totally messed everything up because I did not flip this label, which I think will be fine. So my dad drove, so we ended up going to Chinatown to pick up some items since we had the car. So we went to Boeing Hong, which is a Asian market, and then dumplings, frozen dumplings. We could make it at home, but we're lazy at the moment. So after that, I was pretty exhausted because I had to wake up at 7:30. I usually don't wake up that early, not that I don't have work. So yeah, I kind of sleep in a little more. So after that, before I took a nap, I can just let my printer run, so I was just letting it run while I took a nap, and I printed planners, and then okay, worked out well. So after that, I just marked down that my cousin is so interesting. This is not a cousin, or this is my oldest cousin, or technically on the East Coast side. But I don't know what he was thinking, but pretty much he texted my brother, oh, can you do me a huge favor? And the favor was essentially to go from our place to his place to pick up skirt steak, and then bring it to the Hamptons. And that is a 4-hour, and total, I would say 4 to 6 hour drive to and from. And I was just like, what the hell? And he was only paying him $100. That doesn't even cost, like, the gas itself doesn't even cost that much. I was like, what the heck? So yeah, I told my brother, no, it's not worth it to just drive. Like, the concept is, like, if you go on vacation, you wouldn't ask someone if you took an airplane, you wouldn't ask a person to take an airplane just to bring you steak. Like, there's grocery stores over there. Why couldn't you just buy the steak there? And the crazy thing is, he said that this was the only thing that his kids eat. And I was just like, huh? I was like, no. And the funny thing was, I had dinner with my cousins, and that is their younger brother and sister. And they were just like baffled by it. So yeah, they wouldn't even do it either. So I don't know why they bothered to ask my brother. Like, come on, realistically, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so that was that. My brother did not end up going, so, which was fine. We did our own thing, and he wanted to also, the crazy part was, he wanted him to go after our dinner with our cousins, and I was like, no, not worth it, because we weren't taking the car or anything. We were just taking the train to Manhattan to have dinner with my cousins, which is their brother and sister. So I was just like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would we go out of our way to do that? If it was medications, on the other hand, then that's something else. But my goodness, just for steak, just to drive out to the Hamptons. And it's not like, oh, we get to stay there and have the steak with them. It's just dropping it off to them. Like, what the heck? No. I don't think anyone with their right mind would do that. So pretty much that was that. And he also mentioned that, oh, you can drive tomorrow. It's no rush. Like, no rush. Then what's the point? You don't need it then. If it's no rush. You can easily just buy it anywhere. And I think it's more of, he didn't want to go to waste. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, he drove there to the Hamptons. Like, you could easily just drive back if you forgot something, you know? But, although it would take probably quite a while but to ask someone to drive out to their to Manhattan, which is where they live, to get steak and then drive to the Hamptons, no. So yeah, like 4th of July, obviously, you know, traffic jams everywhere because everyone wants to go out somewhere. So I was just like, no. I told my brother, don't do it. So anyway, after that, I marked down on Thursday, it was 4th of July. My dad came 46 years ago. And then I worked on orders, which I printed planners. I worked on covers, dividers, and then I watched Criminal Minds, Evolution, and that was my phone. And then I packed orders. Is this the label that I wanted to use? I don't know. Space Cadet I watched. And that was on Amazon Prime, I believe. I believe so. And I do not have a... I'll just use this one. So that was my Thursday. On to Friday. I published my budget with me. And then I worked on, or no, I marked down that it was my friend's birthday. Oh, I forgot of someone's birthday. So here, this is the label the little thing I was mentioning about. Like, there is no glitter header line. So I was like, which way is which? But obviously you can probably tell from here. Because this side is white compared to this side, but it just confused me. I was like, oh, interesting. There's no line breaking them apart, which is fine. So I got a package from ScribblePrintsCo, and then the bottom did not space that good enough, but it is what it is. So I packed orders and then I actually dropped them off. And then I designed. And then on Saturday, I marked down that it was my friend's birthday. I've known her since elementary school, which is crazy. But she's now married and living in Maryland. So, which is sad. I don't get to see her as often, but we always say happy birthday to each other. And that is that. And then I marked down that I designed, and then I had a eye doctor's appointment, which I almost forgot. Until the day before, I was like, oh wait, I needed to go to the eye doctor's. I haven't gone since I got my full-time job because I did not have eye insurance. So, or vision insurance, that's what they called it. So after that, after my doctor's appointment, I came out the building. Like, it's like glass building, but there's no like overhead coverage or anything, and my eyes were dilated, and holy moly, it was very sunny that day. I probably won't go to the eye doctor's on a very sunny day, maybe a gloomy day, but obviously you can't choose if you make the appointment beforehand. But yeah, it was just so bright, and it gave me a really bad headache after. So pretty much I had to hold on to my dad. I was like, okay, I'm gonna close my eyes and you just leave me wherever we're going. So yeah, that was pretty much that. And then we, like, by the time I got to ShopRite, my eyes were kind of adjusted, but obviously it was still dilated partially. But It was just like so bright. My dad gave me his hat, so I totally forgot to bring mine because I didn't think I needed it, but then I forgot about it. So I had a jacket, but it was just too hot to wear the jacket. So yeah. Anyway, that was my eye doctor experience. And then on to Sunday. Just marking. I don't know if I should have enough room. Hopefully. Yes. Okay. Great. So, on to Sunday, I marked down that I designed. I forgot to mark that I had new releases, but, actually, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. This week. Next week I did. So, I designed, I read, and then my brother and I drove to, or technically, my brother drove. I was just a passenger. Drove to Bayshore, which is where my other cousin, like, this was the week of cousins, because I hung out with, except the oldest one. Yeah. I have 2 younger cousins. So originally I mentioned this before, but if you're new to this channel, I was the youngest on my dad's side, but then my uncle decided to have kids later in life, so he is older, and my uncle is older than my dad. My dad is the youngest. My mom is also the youngest, but I am technically the youngest. I was originally the youngest on both sides, but then my uncle on my dad's side decided to have kids. So he is pretty much, those kids are 15 and 17 years younger than me. It's crazy. But I am also 15 years younger than my oldest cousin that I mentioned. So I don't know what was he thinking. Anyway, so after that, I hung out with my cousin, which is Terrence, and then his girlfriend, which is Stephanie. But my cousin, I have a cousin who is also named Stephanie, so we refer to her as Steph, but I just wrote Stephanie. Anyway, that is pretty much my week in full. I feel like I want to lower this. Also, I had a piece of hair stuck underneath this, and I don't know if I should just change it or leave it as is. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm not gonna bother. Gives it character. Anyway, so that is pretty much the week in full. I hope you guys enjoyed this supply with me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!